And yes, big baby.
Bad bitches in the room, bad bitches in the crew, bad bitches in the room. We chase the band.
Anywho, booze, I'm gonna get straight to it. So today a video was sent to me, you know, from a colleague of mine, showing me basically, you know, asking me what my opinion was on this topic, because apparently Mrs. Paris Richardson, a female rapper, Toronto rapper, had gone on to Clubhouse.
This is the first time I'm talking on Clubhouse, so don't mind me. I'm a little tipsy still. I'm in the studio, so you already know. You know what I mean? So my friend here, he just tapped me in, but yeah, the city doesn't support the ladies, like, you know what I'm saying? Like these vlogs, they don't support the gal them, like they support them on them because they're all in the polys and everything, but like when it comes to the ladies, they just kind of like brush us to the side, like.
Or is it the pages that you guys want to post it?
Because that's what I was gonna say too. What about
what did
like?
He say?
I said, is it just the pages that you want to get posted on or not posted?
Not necessarily.
No, it's not.
No, it's not the pages. It's just like in general, like when ladies push the, like when we put out our music, we don't get the love as do, period. Like that's just facts. We do not get the love. Just get the love. Like we don't. Like.
So I also see that you went and trademarked Queen of the Six. What are your thoughts on those who disagree with this move?
I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks.
Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? We gonna do it like this.
This is WorldwideEntertainmentTV.com's official Toronto rappers and hip hop documentary series.
You know I got you. You know I got you. Got you.
So I see that you had a video, I Got You, which there was actual scenes that were in Falstaff. I used to work in Falstaff Community Center. I used to reside sometimes in the 30 building and stuff like that. So I know how Falstaff be getting down. So for those who don't know, can you just give a little background as into, you know, you being a part of the Falstaff family and what it meant to you to go back to shoot there?
Well, growing up, like that was where I was like born and raised in Falstaff. A lot of people don't know that. People that don't know, like I've been born and raised there. Right before high school, I ended up moving from that hood, but I have so much memories there. Like back in the days when I used to live there, we're talking about like the 90s and stuff. Like it used to be crazy over there, like in Jada Falstaff. It's not as bad now, but before it was a really like tough neighborhood, like growing up in, you know, a lot of, you know, violence, a lot of like everything, you name it, goes around Jada Falstaff. It's not one of the best hoods, you know, but it really like made me who I am. Like I'm really rooted from Jada Falstaff, so I always just like to like incorporate, like, and never forget where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? So me doing the music video with Jully Black and then being able to go back to my old hood and be like, you know, it was really embracing. I seen kids that were like maybe 13, 14 years old. They knew who I was and they're like, yo, it's Paris, she's shooting music. Yo, can we be in your music video? I'm like, don't worry, just DM me. I got you guys next time. You know, it's nice. It's nice knowing that I can go back and people are like, yo, you're from Jada Falstaff? Wow. Like, you know, and embrace the people there, especially the kids. It's a good feeling, you know?
So you really know about 234. When you say 234, everybody knows that famous tree that you guys had. I used to go to Falstaff, like I said, the tree that everybody used to hang out at. Falstaff was I loved it when him and his bro used to throw those little used to remember when they used to throw those little barbecues and give back to the community and stuff like that. That's what a lot of people don't know, that a lot of guys that grew up there or came around and whatever would give back to the community a lot of times. Like they pay homage. So
that's definitely things I'm looking to in my near future, like, you know, like giving back to the community. And even if it's not just my community, any community, just help communities in general. It's just a good look overall, you know?
Yeah, that's a fact. So speaking about I Got You, you were able to do a song with one of the legendaries in the game, one of the most iconic women, I would say, besides Michie Mee, and that came in Toronto and in, you know what I mean, in Canada, to represent not only for the females, but the Black. You know what I mean? That was I feel like that shit is crazy. So coming from the Jane Strip to collaborate with you, can you tell us how that came about, and how was the experience being with Jully Black? Like, how was the environment and the vibe?
She's just an entire vibe. Like, in general, like, she is one of the most amazing people I've ever met. Like, energy, like I can't even describe it. Like, she's just so spiritually like connected. Like, you could just feel her energy when she walks in the room. It's like just silence. It's just like, oh, Jully's here. It's like, you know, like the queen's here. We gotta, everybody hail to the queen. Like, she is the queen. Like, literally, she is the queen. And she's so down to earth. She's so chill. She's just a vibe. Like, the best. Like, this is my most favorite song I've ever made in my entire life. Like, doesn't matter like what other song. Like, this is me speaking my truth, and like working and connecting on this record with her just really brought out like the feeling of what I was trying to interpret and like give out more. Like, I remember we connected in the studio, and she was like, and I played it for her. She's like, okay. She's like, what do you feel? Like, you know, she's asking me questions like, how do I feel like when I listen to the song? And I tell her, you know, like, she's like, well, how do you want to feel? You want to bring it to church? I'm like, yeah, I want to bring it to church.
I want you to light up this room.
Turn the lights low, turn the lights low.
It takes a single match to rid a room of darkness. Light up this room. This night is about collaboration and celebration, not competition. So let's lift up the lights. Lift up the lights. And I want everyone to activate their inner child right now and sing this after me. Here it comes. This little light of mine. What? I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. Sing. I'm gonna let it shine. Hey. This little light of mine. What? I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Now keep the lights on for me.
Like, this is spiritual stuff. Like, this is me telling my story. This is, you know, this is me telling my story. So she's just like, okay, sis, I got you. And then we're like, that's it. I got you, sis. I got you. You know, and it just all came so natural. It just literally was like meant to be. It was like just meant to be. I can't even explain it. It's just something that just had to happen. I got you. We're saying, I got you. Okay, yeah. We're gonna do it. I got you.
Sis, you know I got you.
And it just was like, okay, this is perfect. This is the hook. This is it. I got you. And then we just kind of like, you know, worked with it from there, and then so on and so forth. She was so amazing to work with. She made me cry in the studio, girl. I was crying tears. Like, it's like one moment she was like, and towards the end, she's like, you know, queen, you know, I got you. And then when I don't know if you noticed towards the end of the song when she's like a bridge, she says my name in it. She's like, Paris, you'll never lose. When she hit that, I was like, oh my God, I'm never gonna lose. I really believe I'm never gonna lose. If Jully's telling me I will never lose,
Spread your wings and fly.
I will never lose. Like, I have the OG, the queen telling me, you know, believing in me. So it was the best collab ever. No matter what other people think, that's my favorite collab I've ever did.
But that's like I said, Jully Black is a legend in Canada, right? And
yeah.
It's like I said, besides her and Michie Mee, like those are two ladies that.
Oh, shout out Michie Mee! I love Michie Mee.
She's an amazing. I love her. I love her. I see all the time.
She is sweet as pie. Like, I was just with her in the studio. In the studio working, sitting beside the queen, Miss Michie Mee in the fountain.
Big Canada.
Yes. Stay tuned. The other day, that's my mom, yo.
I love her energy. I love her vibe. I love everything about her.
She's a vibe. She reminds me
of MC Light and Yo-Yo. Their energy.
They're all from that era, you know?
Yeah, I love, like, when I see her, that's who I see. Yo-Yo, Fox, that's who I see. And her, everything about her swag, everything is just Michie. Yeah, Michie will take me to church. Jully's like the, you know, God fearing when he forgot.
Yeah, it's like,
prayer for me. Yeah.
Yes.
I love that.
Oh my God,
how did you come up with the concept for the video? Was it both of you guys, or was it like a team effort? How did you come up with it?
It was my idea. I'm actually really hands-on with all my videos, not just like that one. All my videos, I come up with the concepts myself. I come up with everything like myself. I do have like, of course, a director that I work with to like bring the visuals to life, but I always come up with the ideas. I'm very hands-on. I write on a notepad. Okay, feelings. How do I feel? Oh, this makes me feel upbeat, or this makes me feel sad or down. And then I try to incorporate it and then look for like places that can like bring out the feeling. So when I think of that song, I think tears. I think, you know, like pain, tears, rain. So I was like, I gotta get rain. Let me check the forecast. Where can I find some rain? When is it gonna rain? Let me make sure I go film when it's raining. And then I'm like, okay, that's not gonna work because my video guy is not gonna be available these times. So I found and searched till I finally found a studio that had its own rain machine.
Sick.
So that's how I was able to get the rain in the video. And then the hard part was like, okay, is Jully gonna come through? You know, she's big time. Like she is like, you know, like Star Walk of Fame, Mr. Jully Black. Like, does she have time for little old me to do a video? And I was scared to ask her, and she was like, yeah. She's like, what? We need to do a video for this. You crazy? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is literally the best day of my life. Like literally. And she came again. This was probably like my second time meeting her for the video shoot, even though we met like 2 times prior to that. And we had lots of conversations on the phone. But the second time she came in, that day of the video shoot, I was like walking on eggshells. Like I was just so nervous. I was like, I can't fuck this up. I gotta do this one good, like, you know. And then she made me feel so relaxed, so chill, and I was just like, wow, like everything came out smooth. My video man like helped out with the positionings for the rain. The rain came out beautiful. Like it's memories like I'll never forget. It's such an amazing day just like for doing those scenes. The other scenes I came up with myself, like the church. So it's kind of like saying my testimony. That was what I was trying to like give, you know, like I'm speaking my testimony there, you know, speaking my truth. And then the other side in Falstaff. So it's like kind of like the girl growing up in Falstaff. Then you know, the tears, the pain, the water, and then the church like speaking my truth, speaking my testimony, whether people want to judge me or not. Like I'm going to speak how I feel, you know, type of thing. And then towards the end, yeah, I show like my plaque. I forgot I show my plaque to show that like I either win or I learn, but I will never lose, you know, spread that message. Like you can't lose. You always learn and you keep pushing until you win. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Just positivity. Sorry if I'm rambling.
No, it's okay.
Get, like, you know, like deep into it. But
for those who haven't seen, if they haven't seen the video, that's a perfect vision for them to put it together.
Yeah.
As you're saying it, I'm picturing Falstaff, I'm picturing rain, I'm picturing and seeing you and Jully Black. Like it was I'm gonna admit it was a nice video. I liked it. I liked the concept of it, everything, and the fact that you had Jully Black on it put a, you know,
icing on the cake, the cherry.
Yeah, it was like an extra cherry right there, because it was just like not a lot of people nowadays. A lot of artists don't try to touch on those type of emotions. It's more trap, or it's more hood, or it's more.
Don't get me wrong. I do that. I do all.
No, I know, but the fact that you're
much of that, I had to.
No, I'm saying that you're versatile. You're showing your versatility, showing people that I can talk about whatever, but at the end of the day, I can tap into my emotions, and I'm not afraid to do it. So that's a big thing, because a lot of people try to go in the same avenue, like for a long time. That avenue can only take you so far. Even with DMX tapped into, he talked about bitches, but at the same time, he had a lot of slipping, falling, can't get up. Like, you feel me? He had songs like that people could relate. Yeah. You feel me?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I like the fact that you're versatile. So speaking
I also, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No problem.
I have to say one more thing. So I'm so used to doing the trap, the upbeat, like, you know, the club records. But I have to shout out Dub J, my producer Dub J, because he's the reason that he even like, you know, I have 1-2 records like that, but I wouldn't really like put it out there. It's more like personal to me. But he was like, no, you got to do one of the records on your album has to be deep. It can't just all be fast, you know? And I'm just like, okay, don't worry. And then I had to really like, you know, come outside the box and do something that I wasn't used to, which is really speaking my, what would I say, like things that kind of I would be ashamed of. Not that I'm ashamed, but maybe ashamed to tell strangers, like opening up on personal topics, right? Because, you know, people are people. They judge. They'll be like, oh, you know, she had a son at a young age, or, oh, like whatever, you know, like, oh, her body's fake or whatever they want to judge a person on, right? So it was just tough for me to, you know, go outside the box, like be intimate, like be, you know, like I said, speak my truth. Yeah. So yeah.
Listen, anytime you speak your truth, that's what it is. A lot of people like the messy shit, right? That's what makes the clicks.
Yeah.
Talk about real true shit. They try to bypass that. But my next question is, you're a bit different than some of the current Toronto artists. You reach back for legends in the city. Are there any other legends in the city that you would like to work with besides Mrs. Jully Black?
Yes. Of course, Michie Mee. She's goated, like she's the queen.
As you can tell, I represent Jamaica and Canada. I'm from Western Road. I went to Brookhaven, I went to Sierra Martin, I went to West St. Collegiate Institute. I'm from the old school right here, from the Martha Eaton away to James Strip. I'm going to let you hear a little bit of the old school and the vibe that we had here a long time ago. So a lot of you may know my name and a lot of you may not know my name. But the reason I'm out here is to let you know a little bit about myself and where I'm from. Y'all got a lot of energy still up here on Western Road. I just want you to know that being an OG in Toronto, representing Toronto, I am you. I would have been one of you guys here at the rec center and all the programs. At Martha Eaton way, we grew up in the rec center right in the middle. We used to start breakdancing when breakdancing was brand new. The only insight we had in hip hop was Beat Street. And we took a whole bus like us and went downtown and watched Beat Street. And from that, became a Toronto rap scene. And I go by the name of MC Michie Mee.
There might be something on the way with Michie Mee. There might be, you know what I'm saying? Let's just put that out there. And I like Melanie Durrant too.
Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim. Who would you pick between those two?
Has to be Kim.
Has to be Kim. Okay.
She's the originator.
I agree. She set the tone. I agree.
Right? And that's the thing. People keep emulating her pictures, her style, her everything. You know what I mean? It just keeps coming back. And it's like, wow.
I would love to do a record with Melanie Durrant. Those two legends, like, and of course, Kardinal. I would do it with Cardi.
Oh, that's like a reggae. That's a definitely reggae.
Yeah, like I would do like, you know, like a different, like a reggae vibe. Like Cardi is goated. Like Cardi, not Cardi B, Kardinal. the original Cardi, bro.
That's a fact. He was. What are your thoughts on social media and its effect on hip hop and rappers?
Okay, well, in Toronto, like everybody's into this like gang banging stuff, and I get it. Like that's where most of people that they get their streams from in the politics and everything. It's like politics. That's what I see when I'm on social media, and I mean, it is what it is in terms of how it affects hip hop. Like Toronto hip hop is all politics, really. Like people that are actually like like good artists that are not into the politics, they don't get the streams, they don't get listened to as much. I could say a lot of names, but I won't. But like, you know, there's a lot of talented people in Toronto that are in the hip hop scene that I feel that they don't get the love or they don't get the attention that they deserve. People don't tap into it unless it has to do with drama.
That's a fact. So I see, speaking of that, girl.
Drama?
No, I'm just saying, speaking of that, girl, I said you jumped on a social media app a few months ago and called out the male bias in the city. Could you go more in detail on why you felt like this and why you felt like this?
What? I didn't remember what I said. I be ranting.
Clubhouse. I believe it was a Clubhouse. You're on Clubhouse.
Yes.
And you're basically saying that the guys, like what I've been saying 1,000,001 times.
This is the first time I'm talking on Clubhouse, so don't mind me. I'm a little tipsy still. I'm in the studio, so you already know. Yeah, you mean? So my friend here, he just tapped me in, but yeah, the city doesn't support the ladies, like, you know what I'm saying? Like these blogs, they don't support the gal them, like they support the man them because they're all in the polys and everything, but like when it comes to the ladies, they just kind of like brush us to the side, like.
Or is it the pages that you guys want to post it?
Because that's what I was gonna say too. What about
what did
like?
He say?
I said, is it just the pages that you want to get posted on or not posted?
Not necessarily.
No, it's not.
No, it's not the pages. It's just like in general, like when ladies push when we put out our music, we don't get the love do. Period. Like that's just facts. We do not get the love. Just get the love. Like we don't. Like.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
but that's this is Liv talking. Yo, sorry to cut you guys off. This is Liv speaking. Yo, if you're nice, the man will read it. The man will support you. That's the one thing I've noticed about the city, boy.
Fuck these dick sucking blogs, riding the ops dick. We do this shit independent, nigga. Been global. Like, is you really on it? Way before Keep Six, we kept the 6 solid.
But the guys get more clout and more,
oh yeah, they don't take the women seriously. They feel the women are not doing anything. And don't get me wrong, like I'm not saying the women are doing just as much as the men, but I mean it could pick up a little bit. Like, but we as women, we have more things to deal with. We have kids, we have life, like we have real issues. Like men be having like how many kids and it's still rapping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Women have more responsibilities and more things to take care of, and it's harder just in general for us to do be in the music business, not to give us an excuse either, not giving us excuses, because there's no excuse if you're trying to do this shit serious. I got a lot of things that are holding me back and I still get it done, so no excuses. But it's, you got men and female, they're different, but at the same time it's a male dominated industry. Lots of these blogs, lots of people in the business are men. Hip hop is male dominated, run off of everything. So women do not get the, I would say, like, they don't promote the women the way that they promote the man. If women come out like with hot pop and music, men don't stream it. It's like who, what would I say? Like, how much men are playing Nicki Minaj? Like, really, like, she has the barbs, she has like her kind of like genre like of people, and like majority of her listeners are female. I would think, or would be female, and like the gay community, right? But like for females, it's not really the man, and all the men in Toronto not really streaming the music. It's like women supporting women, and a 1-2 man, or maybe like LGBT, like, you know what I'm saying, for the female music. Yeah. Unless female starts making more music that's more like male friendly, that like mans could like bump in their car, like they just don't get up. Maybe if it's politics, they'll get a 1-2 plays, but they don't support it. And then they want to say that we don't work as hard.
Yeah, they say,
like,
they say that.
I feel like I'm confusing myself trying to explain it.
No, they that's a fact. They say it all the time. Like, one thing I can say is that with the males, females work, how can I put this? Females in the game, from what I see from Toronto, because I support a lot of Toronto females in the city. And one thing I always say to the people like Lola's or whatever the case may be around me or whatever, and I continue to say it, I said, bro, at the end of the day, these niggas will never, ever ever support y'all until the day that the Americans put the girls first. I called this from Kevin can play back the video. I called this like almost 2 years ago, and I said the day that the females in the States start to get hot and they're on every podcast, they're on everything, is when niggas in Toronto and bloggers in Toronto, males, are going to start reaching out and saying, hey, come be on my show.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? And it's like, to me, you females been working for years and years and years. Half of you guys should be further than where you guys are now. Half of these males, I say it all the time, some of them, they're nice, but there's some females that come with real bars. A lot of you guys are harder than a lot of you guys.
But they don't take it in. Like, I feel like sometimes I'm rapping and like I'm making certain music and shit's just flying over people's head. Like, are people really taking in what I'm saying? Like, the bars I spit, like I put a lot of passion in what I do. A lot of people even to this day think that like this is not a serious thing that I'm doing. Like, this is real deal. Like, I'm really doing this for keeps. Like, this is what I'm trying to do as a career. Like, this is not a little hobby, little something I do on the side. Like, no, I'm trying to be up there with the big dogs. Like, I'm trying to be up there with the Cardi B's and the Nickies and the this and the that. And I'm not ashamed to say that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't put all this money and hard work in what I'm doing for it not to pay off. You know what I'm saying? But some people are not in it as deep. Some people, you know, they just do it for fun.
That's a fact. And you know, yeah, like myself, I just do. It's not
this music shit is not. It's not cheap, bro. It's an expensive hobby.
Yeah, it's not a walk in the park.
Hobby.
It's really not a walk in the park.
You record a song, you get it mixed and mastered. You gotta put money into promotions and marketing. You gotta do a music video. By all that, and you spend how many thousands of dollars already? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you ain't even getting one person to stream it yet. And this is, I already done spent $5K easy, one record. That's not even with marketing or nothing. That's just me doing a music video, going to the studio recording, making sure it's mixed and mastered. It's an expensive hustle to get the quality that I want. You know what I'm saying? Everything I do is top notch. I put a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort. I'll re-record a song like 3, 4, or 5 times, one song, because I want it to be perfect. Every ad lib, oh, I don't like it this way. Okay, I'm gonna rap it that way. That's how I work and how I do my stuff, you know? So I take a lot of passion in what I do. So I can't just go, I'm not Lil Wayne. I'm not gonna go record one time and perfect. You know, I'm not at that level yet, but I will be one day.
So I also see that you went and trademarked Queen of the Six.
On it, way before Keep Six, we kept the 6 solid. Give a fuck who spit, cause I'm really rhyming. And if a bitch want beef, shoot off a bonnet.
What are your thoughts on those who disagree with this move?
I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. That's my wave. I created it. I invented it. Nobody was on it until I made it. There was no such thing. I created it in my brain, in my mind. Queen of the Six. That's my wave. Anybody has a problem with it, talk to the Queen of the Six. It's just that's my wave. Before rap, it was my wave. Before I was rapping, Queen of the Six was my wave. When I've been on the dance scene, I got that, and I didn't give myself that name. That name was given to me in the States. They're like, "Oh, you're from the Six. That's where Drake's from. You're the Queen." Da da da. Yeah. Oh, that's a wave. Okay, let me hug that. Boom, brought it over here. Nobody was even on it. Now females are all of a sudden so popular. People want to post the females in the blogs and say Queen of the Six. That's my wave. It's been my wave. Anybody that knows me, it was my wave before rap. Just saying. I know I sound pissed, right?
No, sound pissed. No, if not, it's a question that everybody, you know, it's one of those things where
people want to twist it around.
And it's one of those things where I continue to tell everybody, like, the amount of interviews I said, yo, there needs to be a battle. Just like at the end of the day, it is what it is. Everybody's gonna feel like they're the Queen of the Six. I'm not taking
Queen of the Six is like.
No, I'm just saying they're not. I'm not taking nothing away from you and what you put together. But I'm just saying in general, everybody. And I'm not saying it's from you. I'm saying it's from another artist, which I don't.
Okay,
on
Okay,
here.
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that Queen of the Six. If you hear Chromazz, who is she? She's the first lady, no? And can anybody be first lady in the hip hop scene? If a girl goes around and calls herself first lady, you're not first lady. That's not your wave. That's not a wave. That's Chromazz's wave. She came up with it. She calls herself the first lady. Nobody calls her the first lady. It's self-proclaimed.
But
you understand what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. But when it comes to especially first lady, certain things you have to have credentials that are behind it to back it up. So I see why. I'm saying
I'm not meaning it in that sense.
I know, but this is the way that a lot of
arguing.
No, sorry. I'm saying this is the way that Torontonians are thinking, because I hear the shit.
Yeah, this is what they're thinking in their head. They're thinking,
yeah,
earn it. This, buddy, come up with your wave. Everybody has a wave. Chromazz first lady. Who else has a wave? I could just think of Chromazz right now. My brain's fried, but she's like first lady. Now, whether you feel she's the first lady or not, that's her wave. Everybody's gonna say that. The blogs say that. That's her wave. Even me, I'm not gonna go around and say I'm the first lady because I know that's her wave. And I'm not saying I might feel like, nah, she's not no first lady. You know, her music is this, her music is that. Whether I feel that or not, I'm gonna still say that's her wave. She's Toronto's first lady. That's what she's known for. Her chain says first lady. When I go around with my chain, back of my chain says Queen of the Six. Queen of the Six is a wave. It's a brand. I trademarked it. It's my brand. Now you don't have to feel that I'm the Queen of the Six. I'm gonna prove it every time when I put out my music why I am the Queen of the Six. But let's not get into that. But yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to feel that, but that's my wave. That's all I'm putting out there. You know what I'm saying? That's just my wave.
No, we get you.
Yeah, just people don't understand.
No, I get it. And the fact that you're explaining it, hopefully people will now understand the reason why.
Yeah, like
everybody
whether they want to feel that or not.
Like if you read the comments and when you go in the comment, everyone always asks why. Why do you feel like? So now you're answering. This is the reason why.
Because this is my reason why. Because why, and even after rap, why I continue to still be Queen of the Six, because I'm the #1 female rapper in all of Canada. There's no debate. There's no argument on that. I'm #1 streamed, #1 with all the #1 in accolades, #1 in streaming in Canada right now. Currently, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm #1 female rapper in Canada. Queen of the Six.
Gotcha, baby. so unlike some of the other Toronto rappers, you have traveled in other countries. Could you describe how those experiences were? Like, what's the difference between, going over there, performing there, and in performing, say, in front of your own city?
I don't think I've ever performed in front of my own city. Doing Rolling Loud is going to be my first in city. I've done a couple like club events, but it's not like on a concert scale. I did like more like concert scale and like club appearances in the States more than I did here. But when you go, like, this goes for anybody, whether you're from Toronto, Atlanta, wherever, anytime you go out of your own city, they always show you more love. You always get more love when it's not in your city. Like, that's just a fact. Like, I always feel more comfortable when it's not in my city, because I'm like, oh, these are complete strangers. I'm gonna perform. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're strangers, but it might be somebody I know from school in Toronto or this. Like, you're gonna see people you possibly know if you're like, in Toronto, right? So I don't know. That's just how I feel like performing wise.
Okay, that's okay.
Did I answer the question good? I don't know.
No, you did, because you said you haven't performed really like on a concert scale until
just like club stuff.
Okay, so speaking about Rolling Loud, where were you at that moment when you received either the phone call or like that message?
I nearly shit my pants. I was like, is this a fake message? Because they DM'd me on Instagram. That's how I got it. No, actually, they sent me an email and they sent me a DM. But I got the news the same day I filmed Jully Black's music video. That was the day they DM'd me. Or no, that was the day I seen the DM, but I think they sent it the day before. And I looked at my messages and it was like pending. And I'm like, who's this? Rolling Loud. I click it and I'm like, can I speak to your manager? We would like to talk some business. I'm like, Allah, my eyes nearly went out my head. I'm like, no. I go back. Is this the real account? Oh shit, 1 million plus. Oh, this is a real account. I'm like, I was like, Allah. I'm like, what would they be asking me for? You know, like, I'm like, no, not for a concert, because I'm like, there's no concert here, like, you know. But I'm like, maybe they want me to come to the States. It's like, whatever, you know, gave them the number, boom. They hit me, they said for Rolling Loud. I was freaking girl. It took me like 2 weeks to get over it. I didn't care if I'm on the small stage or I'm in the corner rapping. I don't care where I'm rapping. I'm just like, I get to be on Rolling Loud. That means I'm going to be on the flyer. Wow. That's all I cared about. I was like,
so I know
moment ever in my freaking life. This is my first big concert ever.
So I know you can't speak too much about it, but your set, have you already started to prepare for it? I don't want to ask you too much because I feel like I know a lot of people was probably gonna hope and pray for a couple legendary people to walk through. I ain't gonna say no names, but I know a girl. So
a girl.
No, trust me, I really want to ask, but I know certain things you guys have to keep under wraps and you can't really say.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I get it. So let's talk about outfits, because I know when it comes to outfits and stuff like that, especially when it comes to the females and stuff, you can't be going there looking like just like a basic. It's not a basic event. So have you already or have some stylists already reached out to you? Some hairstylists reach out to you? What have some people reached out?
I have a stylist that's making my outfit, custom outfit. It's gonna be very show stopping. You know, like from my music videos, from everything I do, like I'm gonna come in, I'm turning heads, like I'm coming in that with the wow factor, you know what I'm saying? Like coming in with the bells and the whistles, honey. It's gonna be fierce.
And whistles.
Bells and the whistles, honey. Bells and the whistles. Whatever. So, all sorts.
I cannot wait. Hopefully we get to be a part of that as well for the media coverage. So when it comes to working with artists and collaborating with artists, how do you feel the different vibe is when it is working with a male opposed to a female? Because I know a lot of female artists may say, you know, it's a little bit more difficult to work with females because there's maybe a little bit more females think it's a competition, or to you it's like, you know, I don't care if it's a male or female, but you know, which one do you find you vibe with a little bit more? Or
I would say I get along with everybody though. Nobody really has a problem with me. Like I get along and I do business really well with people. I'm very professional and respectful. So I always think it always works out like as a good balance. Some of the relationships that I do are sometimes not in person as a collaboration. It has to be like over the phone because they're in a different state. So then we just, you know, they record their verse, I record mine, but we still are like a collective, like, you know, doing like conference calls and stuff to make sure everything's blessed on that type of relationship. But I don't have a preference of male or female, to be honest. I don't think. I think if I have to, a man. I think. I don't know.
So I have a question. I know what you can't. Males, when it comes to producers, right? I'm working with producers. Sometimes what happens is some producers may try to take advantage of artists. Have you ever had an experience where you had to like shut shit down like early and be like, nah, we ain't doing this. I'm not.
Like that, yeah, like the guys that are fresh or whatever.
Yeah, where they think like, okay, no, like.
Yeah, that happens all the time. That just comes with the business. They'll think like, oh, you know, she's hot. You know, maybe I can, you know, I never had no perverted moment or nothing where man's tried to violate, but like I definitely had the hollers here and there, you know, whether I have a boyfriend or not. at that time, they'll just, try to slide in, try to, let's do a little dinner one-on-one. Let me call you. Oh, you look nice, making advances, but it's okay. I feel like lots of guys, they get intimidated when they see me too, because I got that energy, they got to think twice before they do it.
Like, I will curse your ass out if you come.
Like, buddy, like, watch where you step in.
What do you have to say about some people who believe that Toronto won't behave during the weekend of?
Oh my gosh, it's not. I don't even know. Like, the blogs are not helping because the blogs are promoting it, saying, "Oh, there's gonna be trouble," and then they put like all this in the blogs and like, and then was it Mula? He said there'll be no day 2 or 3.
That's a fact. No, I'm not even gonna sit here in front. Like, I was one of those people that were just like, yo, they need to behave themselves. I said this is a trial run.
Everybody has to be under laws. They need to,
from July to August. This is how Toronto works. From July to August, they're going to give you guys a trial run. The amount of bodies that drop is going to determine if that's going to go forward. Because at the end of the day, you guys need to know that this is a multi-million-dollar show that in the States, it's sold out. Like, it's crazy. Like, people.
Yeah. And there's bigger beefs out there too, like in these other cities. So I'm just hoping like Toronto can cooperate and everybody could just be like peace, love, harmony, like, which never happens. Just act cordial and just. I hope they hire enough security to keep certain people separated. Like, real talk. Like, that's what's gonna save the security.
They're going to
make sure there's like,
No, but the differences between America and here is that it's Toronto only. The artists that are there that have beef in America are from different cities. So from Miami, Atlanta, New York.
We have American like artists like coming, but there's a lot of Toronto. There's like,
yeah, but I'm saying like the Toronto artists that everyone thinks like for Rolling Loud, for the issues and they're all from the same city, which is Toronto.
Yeah, exactly.
At least in America, they're from different.
Oh, I feel you.
You understand what I mean? They're from New York. They're from Baltimore. They're from Chicago.
Toronto over here.
You understand what I mean? So at the end of it, they can go back to their city without no problem.
And they tried. They honestly I don't think they're too familiar with the politics, but from my end, like they tried doing the best they can to make like the people that they chose to be like people that they can get along. But
that's a fact. I just hope and pray.
I'm happy they're just giving people opportunity and giving us a platform to do something like this is amazing, for artists that necessarily wouldn't like Drake's not necessarily going to be like, yo, Paris, come perform for me. I mean, that would be great, but it's not like, that was a situation where Drake himself was putting on artists that are upcoming. He could have done that. He could have did this, gave artists an opportunity before Rolling Loud did. He's been having OVO Fest for every year, like the opening acts, like he could put more upcoming Toronto artists that are on the rise.
That's a fact. Sorry.
I always thought, I'm like, why didn't Drake do this? He should have did it first, man.
Yeah. Sorry.
Six God.
That's a repeat myself. Yeah. Which is true, which I say all the time, he can do a little
extra. I mean, he does a lot, but
he does do a lot. And there are a lot of artists that when OVO Fest when it first happened, that he could have put up and a little 10-minute segment while you're in the back wouldn't hurt. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, instead of having
1-2 that are buzzing,
instead of having the DJ play music during that time, you could have had a couple Toronto artists that you knew, like you said, was buzzing. Give them a little platform, a little opportunity.
Absolutely.
So what can people expect in the coming future in terms of music for you?
Well, definitely they can continue to see consistency. I'm not going to be like, a one-hit wonder and drop one and then disappear and come back next year and drop music. I'm always consistent. I've been releasing like every 2 months or so. I release new records, new music, and I'm definitely have lots of music in the vault that I have not released that is super fire. So I already have from now till next end of next year is already, I already have enough music until end of next year to like planned basically for everyone. So this is just like the warm up year, kind of like introduction to who like Paris Richards is, even though I've been doing music for quite some time. It's just now that I'm trying to do it more like mainstream, you know what I'm saying? So it's like just putting the, you know, the foot on the pedal and just going all in. Like I'm literally going all in with this music, especially this year and next year.
That's good. So, you know, before we go, people gotta know, are you taking, baby?
Girl.
For the look like that, is like they be hitting these.
I'm single like a dollar bill, honey. Single like a mango.
And is that by choice, as in you wanted to focus on your career, or was it more you just got out of a relationship and, you know, right now niggas ain't it, niggas ain't shit?
Well, yeah, it's just right now, it's just I just decided I'm gonna be focusing on myself, focusing on my music. Right now I can't have any distractions. I gotta just focus on the prize, and the prize is the music.
That's amazing. So you said you're a mom, correct?
Yeah.
So how is it balancing being a mom, your music, and also like running a household and all of that? Because I know you said you deal with a lot that a lot of people don't know, but how is it for those people and trying to balance? What is your advice to somebody like that?
Just always put actions to your goals. Always put actions, because sometimes, you know, like I could say I want to do music, I want to do this, I want to do that, but without any action, I'm not going to achieve it. It'll just be a thought or a memory or a dream or whatever, right? But sometimes if you take out a little time for yourself, doesn't matter how busy you are, even if you got kids, they could be watching TV, you could be writing a song, you know, you figure it out, you multitask. When they go to bed, okay, this is my time. I'm gonna go write a song now. I'm gonna go, oh, so-and-so is gonna be, I'm gonna go record over here at this studio. Like, no matter what, don't make excuses. If you're gonna do something, take the action and do it. Like, a lot of people don't know, I'm on HA right now. I'm on House C. I had a little trouble with the law over a year ago, and I've been on House C, and I pushed out all this music on House C, no excuses. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
HA, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one more clap, bag, yeah. Big up his Sorry, I had to throw that out there. Like, oh my God. No, seriously, like you're a real NBA young boy out here, like really doing your thing. You see how
everything I rap is real.
No, but I'm saying and everything that, and he's like one of the, if you go on YouTube, his shit is the most streamed. NBA, and he's doing videos out of his garage with the ankle monitor, everything, like he can't leave nowhere but his crib.
No excuses. That's what I'm trying to say, fam. Like, what's my excuse? What's anyone else's excuse that's on the road? Like, if I have to go with my shirty and go shoot this music video, I'm doing that. And that's what I've been doing for over a year. A lot of people don't know that. If I gotta go do a show, shirty, let's go. Do what you gotta do, no excuses. No excuses. After this experience for myself, it's a learning experience myself. I know that once I'm off this, buddy, I'm sorry for everybody. Cause I'm gonna be outside. In the States, outside. Not even Canadian soil outside. So, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to do whatever little damage I can from the comfort of my home and whatever, and you know, see where it goes from there.
Sick. Oh, well, no, me can't say nothing about that. There's lots more questions that I want to ask, but I feel like after Rolling Loud, and we meet up again, I believe those questions, because I feel like if I ask you these questions, you won't be able to answer them, because it's like I want to see that performance. Like, I need to see that perforance. Like, no, because I'm like one of those blogger girls that are just very I as you can see, I have no filter. You understand what I mean? So I'm like one of those people, especially when it comes to rap and stuff like that. Like I said, I just fuck around with it. It's like I don't take it as serious as y'all do, and I praise you guys every single day. When people say, "Oh, Brooklyn," no, not like these females that take it very seriously. I applaud you guys. But one thing I always say when it comes to females, the look is whatever. You guys can look amazing, gorgeous, whatever. You can articulate a little bit, whatever. But the bars, because these dudes are out here, our bars always has to be top. Like, that's the way I feel. So when I'm critiquing women, it's not that, oh, Brooklyn's hating. It's that I know you could do better, because I've probably heard a song that, yo, when I heard it, I had to play that shit 3 times. I had to rewind that shit. Yo, dog, did you hear this bar? I don't think you heard it. So when you have expectations of certain people, I look at it like, bro, I know she can do better, my guy. The track that you're telling me about, there's 10 other tracks that are way better than that one track that you're talking about. So it's not that I'm hating. It's just that when it comes to especially females in the game, whether you're a rapper or you're a singer, I put you guys at such a high bar that if they were to put you guys up against another dude, I want you guys to be able to knock them niggas out the park. Like, I don't want niggas playing niggas songs anymore. I want that for y'all. When you guys are rolling around, you pull up next to somebody and they're not playing. Hold on 1 second. They're not playing, you know what I mean? They're playing you guys' music. That's what I want to hear. So that being said, what can we expect when it comes? Sorry, I asked that question. Sorry, my auntie got me all. See, this is what they talk about. Jamaicans.
Okay. That's okay.
Before you go, let everybody know where they can follow you. For those who don't know, which I don't understand why you guys wouldn't know, but just let everybody know, because we're gonna make sure we tag it at the bottom, and stuff like that, where they can stream your stuff on Spotify, all of that. Let that be known. And yeah.
Okay, so if anybody's trying to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is Paris_Richards. Same for my Twitter. Same if you want to check out my music on YouTube. My YouTube channel should be, I think, just type in Paris Richards. And yeah, Spotify, same thing, Paris Richards.
Okay, and last question. Well, is there anything else that what is one thing you want people to take away from this interview? Like, when they see it, what is one thing you want them to remember about Paris?
That's one thing that Paris, no matter what, I either win or I learn, but I will never lose. No matter the circumstances, I'm still going to be doing my music. I'm not going to let nobody or nothing stop me from my goals that I want to achieve, period.
Yes.
Period, so
last but not least, I'm going to ask you, so Mary Kill.
What?
Smash. Yes.
Well, this is Mary Kill Smash.
Mary Kill Smash, girl. Mary Kill Smash.
Okay.
All right, you ready? So the first one that I'm going to put in there is, drum roll, please, Trey Songz.
Okay, you got to impress me better than that.
Michael B. Jordan. And Snoop Dogg.
Mary Kill what?
Mary Kill Smash.
Oh, Smash. Mary Kill Smash. Okay, who would I smash? No, who would I kill? Fucking Trey Songz, yo. I'll kill Trey Songz. I'll marry Snoop Dogg. And I'll marry. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna smash Michael B for sure. For sure.
You know he'll put a ring on it if it's that good. He'd definitely put a ring on it.
Yeah, you know. But Snoop Dogg, yo, I'm gonna marry him because he has the guap up still.
And he has the lyrics. And
he's
a
vibe.
Uncle Snoopy's a vibe.
Uncle Snoop is vibes.
He's a vibe. Who wouldn't want Uncle Snoop? What?
I love him. Shout out Snoop Dogg. We follow each other.
Shout out. Exactly. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. Shout out to you, Paris. Continue doing what
you. I appreciate you.
Stay beautiful. Stay
Thank
awesome.
you for the interview. I appreciate you. And you know, like, it's a good thing. We need more blogs like that in the city, like featuring artists like us on the come up.
Yes, and I appreciate everything about you.
Thank you,
queen. You know what I mean? You're beautiful, you're intelligent, you're motivated, and you're dominating. So, you know, like they say all the time, like Nikki says all the time, numbers don't lie. You feel me? Anybody can say whatever the fuck they want to say, but at
exactly, that's like the attitude. Like, you know, a lot of people,
receipts. You came with the receipts, and there's nothing that, you know, I didn't have a rebuttal. I'm telling you, I'm one of those people that have rebuttals. You came with your receipts, and the fact that we already knew what the receipts were, we did our research too. Everything we already knew. So it's one of those things. Like I said, people may say, "Oh, Brooklyn is." I am not. I'm a congratulator, and every single time that I try, I've been wanting to get females together to do a bunch of stuff. Hopefully we can talk on the end, back end. But like I said, I want you to do amazing. Please, 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 please kill it at Rolling Loud. Your outfits are always Jesus Christ. I want that.
So yeah, that's the energy I want when everybody.
You understand what I mean? It's like one of those when you see, like, I hope that's
what just know Ron Panty, okay?
Like, I hope and pray that we're part of the media so I can what? Like, you feel me? But yeah, keep being amazing, keep being creative. And like I said, you hooking up with the legends in the game just only proves that, you know, you've been in the game, you've been doing your thing, and you know, legends like that just don't hop on tracks with any and anybody. You feel me? Yes. So I salute you. And the fact that you're able to roll with some of the big dogs, which is some of the dudes in the city. You know, a lot of blogs have you as #1 out here. You feel me? So kudos to you. And I can't wait to have another interview with you. You stay amazing.
Thank you. Hi guys.
Worldwide TV, man. Big up yourself, man. Straight from the original Dan Dada. Yeah. And who don't like we? Cause suck your mother, bathe your girl and drink the blood clot dirty water. I am!
Boxes upon boxes. The Paris Richards vinyl is here. The garage is full. We got vinyl for days. We got the Still Queen of the Six vinyl is here. We got more vinyl everywhere. Now, I take inspiration from the best. So you look at a Taylor Swift vinyl, we got to match the quality. So, you know, the Paris Richards vinyl, like, look at how beautiful this is. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful vinyl. Now, you haven't even seen the best part. Okay, wait. Paris Richards, featuring guest appearances by Maestro Fresh Wes, Ronnie Jordan, and Murder Beats. It's a #1 charting Canadian hip-hop album, so we had to do it right. And we gave them, what's that say? Limited edition gold vinyl. Boom, look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. We call that Gold Nugget. That's the Gold Nugget vinyl, limited edition. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. All your favorite songs. Executive produced by yours truly. Come on, this is the hottest album out. By far, hottest album of 2024. Right here, Paris Richards, Still Queen of the Six. You know, check it in. You'll be able to get this in all your stores. So keep an eye out for this. Yeah, that's it. Queen of the Six. Come on, nobody's doing it like us.
Next up, we had my girl Paris Richards. You did your thing as well. You brought out the one and only legendary Jully Black. You blessed the stage as well.
This is bad.
Give thanks to the power that has given us breath. That woke us up this morning. We thank you for the angels and the ancestors. We thank you to the creator of the universe, Lord God.
You know, you did your thing. I got to give you your props. And just shout out to Rolling Loud in general. You know, next year you need to get a bitch like me, you know, to do media. But
Hey y'all, it's the one and only Brooklyn Big Baby, and I am here with Brooklyn's Tea Talk. You already know the vibe. You know how we give it up over here at Worldwide Entertainment TV with the hottest topics, with the gossip, with the plug. We the plug, baby. So make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, click the link in the bio. You already know. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Twitter, because when you want to know what's up, we got it stuck. You heard me?
Hey, I'm Dominic Santana, and you're watching Worldwide Entertainment TV.